Good afternoon. Welcome. I've been in a sort of place where I can see the difference that makes a difference are the small things, not the elaborate, complex models. So the first premise that I really work on is this notion, is that culture eats strategy for lunch, for breakfast, and also for dinner. Because I know a lot of companies, they've got great products, they've got great strategy, but the people have lost that little gift. And I seem to think there are only three outcomes to our leadership culture, which is driven by us, the people in this room. There's the leadership culture, which we call Thrive, where people are fired up when they're ready to go. Another level of sort of culture that I see around the workplace, which we call the Survive culture, which is, you lost me after good morning, right? The moment I hang my coat, I've hung myself. And then the third level of leadership culture that I often see is one which we just call nosediving, which is, not the type of place anyone wants to be, but it's something that I see from time to time. And when you've got organizations with those three types of energy, you've got one team that's going full stead ahead, you've got one team that's pulling on the rope backwards, and then you've got another team that's hanging onto this rope with all might saying, don't change. Turn to the person beside you, just do a quick pulse test. Are we somewhere between all three? Are we mostly Thrive? Or are we a bit of Survive? Just get a pulse test. There are three gifts everyone in this room entered this organization with. As leaders, the first gift that we come in with is our energy. Some people, you must see them. They light up the room when they walk in. Others only light up the room when they leave. The second thing we come into this world with in our leadership ability is our ability to connect and to build relationships. Nothing happens without relationships. Relationships is our currency. The last gift that we come into this world or leadership world with is basically our knowledge. And it really is. You're applying the sort of the knowledge section of what are we noticing out there at the moment. Because know-how is not just about our technical solutions, but know-how is about our leadership as well. And that's really the space that we want to start to operate in more consciously. Now do me a favor, I'm going to ask you to do one thing. Underneath your seat, if you go straight to the back, grab your card. Don't let anyone see your card. This is a secret thing we're going to do now. Now you've all got a card. It will be somewhere between a 2 and an 8. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to stand in a minute. We're going to turn to a partner. And what I'd like you to do is have a conversation with them. I want you to play the energy of the card. So if you've got a 2, what's your energy going to be like? Seriously flat, but I still want you to be positive. If you've got a king, queen, ace, what's the energy? Whoom, right up there. And then I'm going to ask you to guess the card they were playing. Grab yourself a partner. If you haven't got a partner, be in a group of 3. 30 seconds, go. Every time you walk in somewhere, every time you meet someone, every time you engage a customer in a conversation, a team member in a dialogue, we're playing a card. And that card gets judged at some level with our teams. If I'm the guy that's an expert at playing a 4 and a 5, what precedent am I setting up in my circle of influence in the place I work? I remember a guy at an interview said, a guy put a glass on his table and he said, "Do you see that glass is half full and half empty?" He goes, "Neither." Picked it up, he drank it, and he says, "I'm a problem solver." Which I liked. I like the ballsiness. But the thing is, people who see the glass as half full or half empty are missing the point, because it's always refillable. Ladies and gentlemen, we've spent 45 minutes, maybe an hour, just talking about some stuff that makes a huge difference, not just to you, your happiness, your well-being, but to the people that you lead, the customers that you serve, and to the organization you represent. Leadership's a choice, so is thriving. My invitation for you is choose the easy one, thrive. When you get there, it's fabulous, you last a long time, and you serve the people that you're with. Thank you for this hour. Have an outstanding conference.